Hey folks, and welcome back to another P3D video. Today we're in the FSLabs A320 at London Heathrow, and I actually upgraded to the Aerosoft sim wings, or is it by? I don't know who it's by again, but we upgraded, so we're no longer using UK 2000. And I also have AIG traffic finally installed once again. Yeah, I wasn't. It's not that I could be bothered. It just required a lot of time to install all the different airlines. But as you can see, we've got it installed once again, and the frames aren't actually too bad. So I'm very happy with it. As you can see, we've got catering on board, and if you clicked on this video, then you'll know that we are heading up to the dreary Glasgow, which is by UK 2000. They've recently updated that scenery as well, so it's now HD, and it looks quite nice. So we'll get into the cockpit of this aircraft. I'm also running Marilyn, which is the British Airways virtual client, because I fly for British Airways virtual. So I'm going to be doing this flight and logging it today. Oh, and that's quite a nice photo probably for a thumbnail. I'm really obsessed with taking photos, aren't I? Anyway, let's stop talking and we'll head into the cockpit. The ground power is not connected, so let's get that connected quickly. Exterior controls, we'll connect it. Right, ground power, let's connect. We'll go crew supply, ground control, and a CVR test. And it's working. We'll pop the back onto Captain and Parser, and ADRS can go to nav, so yeah, Captain and Parser, that's fine. Strobes can go in auto, nav and logo light can go on 1, emergency sex lights arm, we'll arm them, packs can go on as well because they take a while to kick in, constraints and VORs can also come on. And we are running this flight currently, it's 8:45, so this flight, the BA1474, it departs at 9 o'clock in the morning, so it's a nice early flight, and it is overcast, so that is why the weather doesn't look very nice at the moment, but once we get above those clouds it will look quite nice hopefully. Right, we'll go ahead and light up our McDoos and our DCDUs, and that should be that, hopefully. Actually, just a couple more things. We'll go ahead and turn our weather radar on even though it doesn't work. Predictive once you're on, and transponder can also go on, which is fine. We'll go ahead and actually get the passengers started boarding. So we're the shuttle 6 Golf today. Passengers started boarding. Why did that not sound correct? That's just been playing in my head there. That's not correct. We'll get the passengers boarded now. I'll request that. Okay, so we're not the shuttle 6 Golf, we're the shuttle 1474 then. Shuttle 1474. Are we the 1474? I don't even know. Oh, that's why I know why it's not installed, because I've not done this. Silly me. There you go, yeah. Shuttle 1474, shuttle 6 Golf. Right, that should work now, I hope. If not, hey, there we go, finally. Right, we can go ahead now and do boarding, carry on with that. So I'm just going to quickly bring across my flight plan so we can have a look. Right, so weight-wise today, zero fuel weight of 60.2, and as you can see, this is completely different to the way Sim Brief lays it out. This is the actual way that British Airways do their flight plans. They use the Lido format, I believe. So it's much different to use, and it is a bit confusing to read at first, but once you know where everything is, it's pretty easy, just like anything else. So yeah, so we're the BA1474 today, heading from Heathrow to Glasgow as the Shuttle 6 Golf and Golf Echo Uniform Charlie, which is the aircraft with the red nose, although it doesn't have the red nose anymore. Cruising at flight level 360 today, and we've got trip fuel of 2712, so time en route, I believe Time en route again is this here, so 59 minutes. That's what we have on board. Well, 59 minutes is the flight time today. I should know this, it's bad that I can't remember. So that is the most important things. We're departing off 27 right today and landing 05 at Glasgow, which should be okay. Right, so like I said, we're 60.2 in the zero fuel weight. So we'll go ahead and do board now, because that will take a wee while to do. And I hope that it's... I don't know why, but it always does this. I don't know why it doesn't have the wee ones. It's frustrating. Anyway, let's go back into the cockpit. Right, so we've got the boarding getting done just now. We'll go to the end of the page. BA1474, perfect. Time on route 59 minutes. Yep, I was correct. So we'll do an init data request just now. And we'll send that off. Operational data, so block fuel is going to be 5,600 kilograms, bang on, which it is. Taxi fuel is going to be 120, which it is, perfect. And trip fuel is going to be 2712, which is perfect as well. So your fuel is going to be 60.2, and departure time should be 9 o'clock, but I don't know why it's orange. There we go. So fuel should be instant, so we'll see that come up now. 5,600, perfect. And we've also got the company message to verify that. Fueling wise, I'm going to wait until we do the NB page before I send it. So that's our load sheet there. And that's just our slot notification. Right, I'm going to do the init page. So zero fuel weight is 60.2. And our zero fuel weight center of gravity is 33.0. Block fuel is 5.6. Not 6, 5.6. Perfect. And we'll go ahead now and send the fuel report off. Actually, I'm just going to send it again. Okay, perfect. Right, so we've done everything here. Now it's time to go into the flight plan. It does feel a wee bit dark, so I might just turn some lighting on just to make it a wee bit more cozier. So we're departing off of 27 right today, which is correct on the Umlaut 1 Foxtrot departure, which is correct. To Umlaut, then to Welland, then to TNT. So I can't remember what that VOR is called. Tango November Tango, then to Pole, which is Manchester, I believe. Then Ribble, which is correct, and then that's us at the start of the arrival, which is the ILS for runway 05 on the Rebel 1 Golf. Now this is my local airport, so I should you know all the procedures and that, but I don't, which is annoying. But yeah, normally they don't land in 0. This 23 is the runway they land on more, so that's fine. 05 is actually a nice runway because that means we'll let it get off right down at where I want to get off at for the terminal. So we're going to be taking a right out here, heading north. We'll cross over Manchester, I believe. Yep, and then we'll clear that, so that's Lanark. Or Lanark, sorry. We'll make a left. And then another right round, like so. And then there we go, that's our go-around stuff. Right, so we'll insert that. Go arc. And we'll go performance now. So we're departing off of 27 right today. Intersections we will use. Anti-ice is going to be off. Packs off. Well, no, packs will be on, that's fine. It's not wet. Weather-wise, let's have a look at the weather. So Heathrow is variable 2 knots. You can see for visibility is clear. Overcast at 1,100 feet. 4 degrees and 4 degrees is the temperature and 1 degree is the dew point, and 1001 as the QNH. And we've got broken clouds at 1500 feet. So let me just quickly have a look at this. So 270, we'll say at 2 knots, just in case we have a, you know, tailwind etc. for takeoff, we need to just add that in. So it's always best putting in the heading of the runway, just so you know you've got that tailwind, just so you know you're extra fast, possibly, you know, you might not be, but just in case if it's variable. 1001 on the QNH, and temperature again is 4 degrees. Estimated takeoff weight, we are 66.7 because you add a ton onto it, just in case you got any extra passengers, and our Mac takeoff weight can go in there. Optimum config, Toga, Toga might actually be quite nice today, so we'll go yes. Send. The Heathrow Glasgow flights, I'll tell you something, they are always chock-a-block, they're always full, you've always got a full plane, you've never got a not full plane, so it's always probably best we're doing Toga, because probably we'll have a bunch of BA cabin crew members trying to use our standby stuff to get on board. Right, Asus AOC, receive messages. Let me set this just now to 101, sorry, 1001, 1001. Go ahead and turn our fuel pumps on, since that's fueling done. Seatbelt signs can also go on. And cargo's actually getting done pretty quickly, interestingly. That's doesn't tend to happen, but there you go. Learn something new every day. Right, we'll go ahead and look at the departure quickly. So we pin that. The umlaut 1 Foxtrot. So trans altitude is going to be 6,000 feet, and initial climb clearance is going to be 6,000. So don't go above 6,000 basically. So we're going to be climbing initially to 6,000 feet, which is perfect. If we go to the overhead panel, we'll go ahead and start the APU. So 1, 2, 3. Performance. Right, here we go. So, in terms of where we're going to take off from, I think we'll take off from Alpha 4 today, which will be Toga. So, Alpha 4, so V1 is going to be 133, VR is going to be 138, and V2 is going to be 141. Transition altitude is going to be 6,000 feet. Sorry, transition altitude is going to be 6,000 feet. Flaps are going to be 1 today, and we're doing obviously Toga takeoff. Takeoff shift, sorry, is going to be 300, so we need to pop that in. And British Airways don't put their trim, and they only just put the flap in, so we're not going to put the trim in, which is fine. So that is that all done. We're all set up and ready to go. I am going to wait for the baggage handling to get done, and then I'll come back to you when that is done. Okay, so boarding is now complete. We'll go ahead and start getting prepared for the pushback. So we can go ahead and pop our AP bleed on since the APU is running. Turn our power off. We'll go ahead and do a DP4 start checklist. So cockpit prep is completed on both. Bar ref set to 1001 on both. ACARS has been initialized. Park and brake is on. Fuel on board, we've got 5,580 kilograms, but really we have 5,600 kilograms. Init B page has been loaded. Flex temp today, we're not doing a flex temperature, it's going to be a Toga takeoff today, and speeds are going to be 131 on the V1, 138 on the VR, and 141 on the V2. So start clearance, we'll go ahead and have a look at the over panel. So beacon can come on, ground control, turn off, and we'll get that door closed in a minute. Right, so start clearance. Let's go for prepare for pushback and departure. Ah, I should have disconnected the jetway first, because... Gosh darn. Right, well the jetway's not going to move now, which is great. Oh well. At least the jetway works. Now we'll close that door. So start clearance. Signs are on and auto. Beacon light is on. ATC is on auto or transponder, which it is. It's on transponder, I believe. Oh, those frames. Transponder is there you go. Is on auto now. Sorry. Nose wheel steering disc is on as required. Windows and doors are closed. And the flight deck door is now locked. We're going to want nose right.
Departure check completed. Bypass pin inserted. Release parking brakes.
Right, we'll release the parking brakes now. That's a bit long. I was about to click that to release the parking brake.
All engines clear. Start at will.
Right, so we'll start the timer. Engine mode selected and go to the ignition start. And the engine master 2 switch. We can pop on now. So engine start is going to take a wee bit longer today because we're using the IAE engines, which do take a bit longer to do, which is frustrating, but hey ho. So I'm just going to go back down into here to the AOC menu. We'll go receive messages, and we'll go to our performance, which is what we want. There's Gary. So normally the whole pushback, the engine start takes a whole pushback before actually the engine's stable. Perfect, so the available sign will come up now. And we'll wait for that to go, and then we'll start engine number 1.
Set parking brakes.
Set the parking brakes, just so we can get them away.
Waiting your confirmation for good engine start.
Confirm good engine start. Right, we can start engine number 1 now, because engine 2 avail sign has gone. Or the engine 2 avail sign is now gone, should I say. You can actually tell them that you've got good engine start according to... I've done a training session with BA Virtual, and according to I was speaking to one of the trainers for BA Virtual, and apparently the SOP says that you can actually tell them that you've got good engine start even with one engine started, so that's quite good. Means you can get the annoying GSX man to go away. I don't know why all the aircraft are taking off of runway the 09s. I'm just going to refresh the weather just now. That might fix everything possibly.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
Oh, nice one. You've nicely lined me up with the taxiway there. Okay, so it looks like we've got good engine start. We're going to wait for that avail sign now on engine number 1 to go, and we will be good to go. Right, so the avail sign is now gone. We'll go ahead, APU bleed and master switch can come off. Auto brake will set to max. Engine mode select can go ignition, can go back to norm. We'll arm the ground spoilers and we'll set flaps 1. Trim as well, we'll set now to down 0.8. Sorry, that was the wrong key. Down 0.8 like so. And we'll do a quick flight control check. So fill back, go forward, go left, go right. And we'll do the rudder, full right, full left. Right, let's get going. So we'll pop the runway turn-offs on, and the nose light can go to taxi. Sorry, we'll do that after start checklist. So ground crew clearance has been seen, anti-ice is off, flaps config 1, APU is off, yellow E-light pump is also off, APU is obviously off there as well, and flaps are set to config 1. And ECAM status page, ECAM status has been checked. So let's get going. Park and brake, we'll release. Nose wheel is on, it's good. Taxiing wise, we are going to be taxiing along Alpha here. So I'm going to get the right charts up. We're taxiing along Alpha here to Cobra, and then we'll make our right on Bravo. Taxi all the way down Bravo to Lima. We'll make a left on Lima to Pluto, and then another left to Alpha 4. Clear on the left, clear on the right. So we'll come around here. Destination meta updated. Well, Glasgow weather looks alright. I mean, in real life just now, the weather's okay. It's just, well, it's not. I don't think there's any rain or anything. I just think. Let me have a look at my window. Yeah, the weather looks fine just now, but I think there is meant to be some bad weather incoming tonight. It's a 380. 747. I always forget my key bindings for this plane. I love the IAE engines. The IAE engines are lovely. It's just the way they're shaped. I just think they look lovely. It's just their shape. It looks so nice. You know, that's one thing I don't understand, why all the AIG companions, or AI companion or AIG aircraft are like blurry, sort of. I don't know how to fix that. I wonder if it's just because of my graphics card, maybe. Because a lot of airports seem a bit more blurry compared to, you know, other...
Hello, it's Nolan.
1 second.
That's the cabin secure for takeoff. Thank you.
No problem. Yeah, my scenery seem a bit more blurrier compared to, you know, the photos of the airports, and I think it might just be my graphics card, so I will need to update that in the future at some point. Right, we can actually pop flight plan now on that because we don't need the trim page up anymore. Okay, so before takeoff checklist, flight controls have been checked. Actually no, we'll wait till we're at the end of the runway before we do the before takeoff checklist because we've got enough time to do it, which is good. Oh, and we're getting an autosave. What you'll love to see. Aye. I hate how responsive this plane is, it just turns so quickly. Turns so sharply. I don't think there'll be any aircraft down here because the way the AI companions loaded it in, which is a shame. I don't think I can refresh the data either. 1 minute, let me disconnect it. Right. Let's see if that changes the aircraft now. Follow this taxiway around here. Nope, it's not put in any aircraft down here, it's all BA planes. I believe we should have, no we don't. What? There is apparently a 747 from Miami that's about to land on 9 right. Okay, that's fine actually, that's not the runway that we're using, it's 9 left that I'd be worried about. Right, so this gate 103. So this is terminal 3, terminal 2, which is now being changed, I believe. I think that was called the Queen's Terminal, but I'm not entirely sure anymore. I'm not entirely sure. Right, so there's Juliet. We're on Bravo just now, which is perfect. This is Terminal 2 now. This is where American, Air India, EVA, China, Delta, this is where they all depart from. American as well. Actually, no, American do Terminal 3, I believe. I think Virgin also park sometimes at Terminal 2. Right, so this is Lima, so we're going to be taking a left, this next left, then a right, and then the first left again. Right, so before takeoff checklist stuff, so flight controls have been checked, TCAS can get set to TARA. Load sheet has been acknowledged. Trim is down 0.8% and it is 0 on the rudder as well. Clear on the left there and clear on the right. Departure brief, so I'm just going to fly it till when I want, really. So departure brief is completed. Oh my goodness, I hate when it does that. So departure brief completed, takeoff data has been checked, flaps config 1. Cabin report, that's black, we got that from Norman, and ECAM memo, takeoff no blue. Right, so Alpha 4, here we go. Entering runway, takeoff runway 27 right is confirmed. Cabin crew signal has been given. Strobe lights can come on, landing lights on, and those lights would take off. We'll leave our runway turn-offs on. We are clear on the right and clear on the left. Right, got another company message which I'm just going to quickly open on the runway here. That's just our final load sheet. We'll acknowledge that. So we should have actually acknowledged that before we said it on the checklist, but whatever, it's cool. Right, let's get going to Glasgow. So, we're looking for 1.05 on the engine E-power. Start the chrono. Park and brake off, hold up the brakes. Stable. Mantle SRS runway, up the thrust is below. Pop the rudder on as well. Nose can stay halfway down. Thrust set. Bring the nose back to centre by 100 knots. V1, rotate. Positive rate, gear up. Nav. Right, keep it on flight directives here. Alright, leave our climb, we're going to pop that nose down just so we can get some more speed. First climb at nav. Right, so we're waiting for that slat speed and then we'll bring the flaps up.
Anytime. This includes e-cigarettes.
Right, make that right turn now. Right, flaps up, speed check. Well, the nose is going up as expected. Right, as we level out here, I'll pop the autopilot back in. or sorry, not back in, but I'll pop in. Right, so autopilot, we can pop in now. We'll reset our altitude now up to 36,000 feet. Do open climb. Double check that is my cruise altitude because I always seem to forget it, which it is. When my turn-offs can come off, we'll retract the landing lights, and the nose light can also come off. Disarm the spoilers. Ground spoiler, sorry. After takeoff, climb checklist, landing gears up, ECAM is checked, and standard will be set in a couple of minutes once we hit 6,000 feet. Right, I'm going to leave you with some cinematic shots, and I will see you in the descent into Glasgow. Hey folks, and welcome to the descent into Glasgow. As you can see, we have just passed through 14,000 feet. We are a bit high just now. I don't know why the aircraft's done this, but we are slowly coming back down at the moment. We actually have to put in our destination data, which I'm going to do just now. So we'll grab up Rex. Grab up Rex, and we'll go ahead and input Glasgow. That's broken clouds. So 11 knots. Visibility is perfect. Broken clouds at 1200 feet, 2 degrees. 0 degrees is the dew point, and 1000 on the QNH. QNH is 1000. Temperature is 2. And winds are 080 at 11. So just going to get the minimums up for runway for 05. So just 50 feet on the radio altimeter, since visibility is perfect. And I just want to double check that they are landing on runway 05. There's barely any arrivals at Glasgow just now, so yeah. Well, they did land. The last aircraft to land was on 05, so. Oh, what about departures? No, there will have been no departures. Oh, yeah, like I thought. That's cool. Right, we'll pop the seatbelt signs on actually, before I forget. I'm going to reset our MCP altitude now down to 3,000 feet. So, sorry, 2,400 feet to capture the glide slope. I've not flown into Glasgow in ages. This is the first time I've flown here in about, oh gosh, I don't know, 6 or 7 months? Yeah, I've not flown here in a really long time. Right, we'll pop our runway turn-offs on, landing lights on, and our strobe lights can also come on to takeoff. We'll set operate medium because yeah, we're gonna get 05. We're gonna need to get off kind of down the end of the runway because you can't get off on the Charlie taxiway. That's not a taxiway that the jets, big jets, can use. Right, the approach checklist. So ECAM status page, we'll have a look, and it's. I thought it was in an autosave there. It's not. ECAM status page is checked and normal. Approach brief. We are doing the Rebel 1 Golf arrival onto the ILS runway 05. Minima is set to 50 feet on the radial altimeter. An approach phase. Is that the approach phase there? Yeah, it is. I'm gonna kick in the autopilot now so it can control our descent now. And I'm actually going to activate the approach phase just now.
Traffic.
Yeah, I'm going to ignore that. I should take action, but I'm just going to ignore it. Keep on descending you down at 1,000 feet per minute, roughly. Actually, it would take 1,300 feet per minute. So there apparently is an aircraft below us somewhere.
Descend.
We're going to ignore it.
Clear of conflict.
I have no idea where that aircraft was. Obviously, I should have taken the necessary precautions, but I didn't. Right, we'll take flap 1 speed check, which is perfect. Smashing. Right, well, oh, actually I didn't check. What is the trans altitude? Yeah, transition altitude is 6,000 feet and QNH is 1,000, which is perfect. I might just take an extended course here, just so we're not making a really sharp turn onto final there, because in order to make that turn we would need to be fairly slow, and I know that's not going to happen, so I want to take a bit of a wider turn. I'm going to turn LS on as well on both sides, just because I know that, well, I need to put that on. I can't not have it on or we won't capture the glide slope and the ILS. You know, actually thinking about it, we might end up being slow enough. We might end up being slow enough. Yeah, the IE engines don't slow down, so we're going to need to leave this out a wee bit. Not too much though, we'll leave it a bit halfway. Just so we can slow down gradually. You know what, just pop it fully out. Just pop it fully out. No turning back. I need to get to that flap 2. There's another aircraft that's at the same altitude as us. I don't know. Oh, are they landing? Why is there another BA plane landing? Do you know what? I'm just going to delete it because I don't want to crash into or for it to fly into me. Right, we'll go direct to here now. So 2,400 feet, that means we can grab the glide slope from below, which is perfect. I'm going to bring the speed back in now, and I'm going to keep 200 knots just now. Actually no, I'm not. I'm going to bring it back to 180, we'll take flap 2 speed check. Should get that nose down a bit. Right, we'll let the cabin. So carrying on with the approach checklist, approach phase is active and QNH is set to 1000 on both. This is the landing checklist next. How many miles are we? 15. There's another plane landing apparently. Which is... oh, it's a Delta. It should be Delta 757, which it is. Interesting. I'm going to arm lock when we come around here. You know what? That's playing at risky doing that. Let's not do that. I just hate going incredibly slow. Unnecessarily. That cloud layer. Yuck. I might just give a quick weather refresh. Right, there's Norman.
Hi, it's Norman. Yep, empty cabin secure for landing. See you on the ground, bye.
Bye. Right, so the weather's getting reloaded back in. It's not being reloaded in 10 minutes. So we'll just give it a quick refresh just now and it hopefully should fix itself. Right, there we go. So we're turning on now. We should grab lock any second now. 9 miles to go, so I'm going to go manage speed. Yeah, that's going to slow us down incredibly quickly. And they've got lock start, go approach, pop both autopilots in, Cat 3 dual, Cat 3 single, but I'm going to take 160 just now. Just because I don't want to be really, you know, I don't want to be back at your final approach speed by 9 miles. Up gear down. Oh, beautiful. So I got gear is coming down. Lock. And we'll take 160 until 4. There's glide slope star. We'll take flat 3 now. Okay, sorry about that. I just had a bit of a sim freeze there and I just had to quickly remove it. So, sorry about that. But we're back now. We've not changed. We've just moved a couple of more miles. Wind-wise, 20 knots. So that's quite fast, actually. Sorry, not quite fast. That's quite strong. Yeah, we're getting blown all the way over here. Yeah. Can't see the airport yet, unfortunately. Ah, there you go. Runway is now in sight. Right, once we get to 4 miles, we'll go manage speed. Perfect, and then we'll go flap fill now. We'll reset our go around altitude, which is going to be to 3,000 feet.
1,000.
1,000 feet stabilized, Mr. Approach altitude set, landing checklist, cabin report, white, we got that from Norman, auto brake, low, and ECAM memo, landing no blue. Landing checklist is completed. So, my aircraft. Oh, what was that noise? That was an interesting noise. We'll take the flight directors out as well. And we'll get this hard on the ground. So we are getting pushed a wee bit over here, so I'm just going to kind of get back on that centre line just now. Keep that descent rate steady. Yeah, we're getting blown right off here. Let's get back onto that centre line. Checked. Great. An autosave on final. Do you know what? I'm grateful that it's on final rather than when I'm literally flaring the aircraft. You know, I'm setting myself up for a good landing here, so let's hope I don't absolutely butcher it. Also need to bring that nose round. Straighten out once we're coming down, so we might be a wee bit off centre line, but that's okay. Keep that nose coming down. Correcting. Doing a alright approach just now. Let's not destroy it.
Minimum.
Continue.
Retard.
No call-outs. Oh! Oh! Come on. Speed break up. Sorry, spoilers. Reverses are green. Diesel. What happened there? I think we must have got some wind there. That was going really well until that last wee bit. That's so frustrating. Oh well. And the auto brakes decided to turn off, so we'll keep reversing just now until 60, but we're rolling it all the way down anyway, so there's 60. We'll close the reversers and we'll go manual braking. Oh, I don't really know. Was that a good landing? I don't know. I thought that was a good landing. I think I might have overcorrected it slightly with the rudder, which caused the wheels to kind of lift up a wee bit there. Yeah. Well, anyway, I think that was a decent landing. It could have been better, but oh well. Oh gosh, the frames. The frames, no! They've been so good up until now. Right, so we'll go ahead, put our landing, we'll retract the landing lights. Nose light can go to taxi, strobe off, runway turn off, is going to stay on, start the APU, master switch on, 1, 2, 3, start the APU. There you go, frames are back now. We'll bring the flaps fully up. We'll disarm the ground spoilers. And we can turn our predictive wind shear off. As well as put the multi-scan on auto and turn our weather radar off now as well. We'll stop the clock, which was 57 minutes and 49 seconds. So we were 2 minutes faster than what we were predicted. Landing rate wise, that was minus 269. I'm going to need to rewatch that back after this flight. Right, so after landing checklist, exterior lights are set, flaps are 0, ground spoilers disarmed, APU started, radar predictive wind shear is off, and TCAS was set to standby. Right, and the flight actually took stand 508 at Heathrow, which is the one we done. This is the exact, funnily enough, this is the exact plane that done this flight, which took off from 508, which is what we done, and it parked at gate 19. So we'll take gate 19 as well. So taxiing along Alpha here, and then we'll go on to Golf, where we'll make our left, well, not the first left, it's kind of like the second left we're taking. That's our standout basically. Okay. I'm raging about that landing. I thought I was setting myself up for such a good landing, and it just went all haywire right at the last minute. That's such a shame. It's so frustrating. That approach was so good, and that kick out as well, decrabbing it was so good. And I don't even know what happened. I think I just kind of overcorrected it slightly when I was leveling the aircraft out with the ailerons. Right, gate 19. This is gate 19 here. So I tested that the gates were all working before this flight, so hopefully they are. We'll go ahead and turn our runway turn-offs off with our tax. Nose light can come off as well, sorry. Gate 19, swing it around here. So yeah, runway turn-offs are off and the nose light is also off. Let's not overcorrect it. Sorry if you can hear a dog. Right, let's slow down here, just I can't tell even if I'm on the line. Right, set parking brake. Turn the APU bleed on. Flaps are up, ground spoilers disarm, right. We can turn our engines off. Go ahead and turn the fuel pumps off. Beacon light can come off. Turn the seatbelt signs off. And we'll call the jetway now. I don't know if this will work. I hope this works. Hey, there we go. Turn our power on. AP bleed can come off. And we'll stop the clock there. An hour and 12 minutes. And that is everything. So, parking checklist, park brake set, engines are off, slices disarmed, seatbelt signs off. Sorry, beacon lights off, seatbelt signs off, fuel pumps off. And ATC is on 2000/standby. Securing the aircraft, AERØHEAD, we're gonna turn off. Turn our powers on, signs we can turn off as well. Emergency exit lights will turn off, and oxygen and batteries will leave just now. Well, there we go, folks. Down on the ground, and terrible Glasgow. I mean, that's expected because it is Glasgow. But I hope you did enjoy the video. If you did enjoy the video, please make sure to leave a comment, like, and possibly even consider subscribing. If you do have a flight request, leave it down in the comments and I'll be sure to get around to have a look at it. And yeah guys, stay safe.